by players Jason Brown and Duke Miller, who will open things up with an opening comment from the head coach, and then we'll have questions for the players. Coach?
Great job tonight by our football team. You know, they really came out and set the tone. We talked about it, this moment, way back in spring ball, you know, what we wanted this football game to look like tonight. They grind all summer and came out here today, this evening, and put it all together. We still got a long ways to go, though. This is just the beginning for this football team. Very excited about where this football team is headed, though. The thing is, right now, I'm not going to allow us to get complacent. We're going to keep going. You know, this is just one of many, like I said. But the sky's the limit. If we, you know, continue to work, starting tomorrow, we'll fly back tonight, get back in Jackson, and then, you know, be back on the football field tomorrow and getting ready for a big one next week.
All right, questions for the players?
Yes, Charles Bishop, inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Jason, I wanted to ask, you seem to really get into a flow out there, completing a number of passes back to back to back, but I just want to ask you about your, I guess, your comfortableness with the offense, and you guys were really up-tempo tonight.
You know, I'm very comfortable with the offense. It's something that I've been a part of since the spring. You know, Coach Harris makes it really easy on us. So, you know, my confidence level with the offense is through the roof just because I have playmakers around me, and I know if I get them the ball, they'll make me look good. So.
Channel 9 WLTX TV was gone, Jason. Just you had a great performance tonight, man. It seemed like you were really having fun out there. For you, you've obviously had a unique journey in your college career, right? So how much are you soaking in this year, knowing that it is the last ride for you?
Yeah, I'm soaking it in as much as I can. You know, I was blessed with another year. You know, not a lot of people can say they played 7 years of college football, but I got blessed with another one. And you know, I just coming into it when I was named starter, you know, the one thing that went through my head was just, this is a redemption tour for me because, you know, last year things didn't work out how I wanted them to. And just going through my head was just not wanting to make the same mistakes that I did previously. And, you know, I just wanted to go out there and execute at a high level tonight.
In the back.
Joe Cook, WAPT. Quick question for TC, right quick. Just
Taking questions for the players. Right here, to the left. Oh, here, to the left. Oh.
I guess this is for Duke. You had a big night. Did the field open up for you, or what did you see out there that led to such a productive night, if I may ask?
Taking practice serious, going through practice every day with the same mindset as you in the game. So they really helped me out with the game, seeing the field, seeing the coverage, and I know folks gonna give me the ball.
Manuel Glades, Crush Sports Talk. Duke, what was the mindset that you wanted to set tonight? What was the tone you wanted to set tonight? What was the game zero? What are the things that you wanted Jackson State to set tonight?
They didn't know. You feel me? They didn't know what we had. We came out and showed them from the jump. We came out and got on their neck. And that's how it's supposed to be. You feel me? So, they didn't know. We just showed them.
Second row.
Wilson Jackson, Sports Illustrated. Jason, I don't know how I come back behind that statement. Just take me back to the moment you found out you were going to be the starter, and like knowing that you were going to be starting, you get this performance. Like, talk to me a little bit about that.
It was just when I was told the news, you know, it was a relief. It's because like I said before, I've been in multiple quarterback battles and I've lost them, and I just didn't want to make the same mistakes, like I said before, and just having that. When they told me, it was a relief just because I knew that I would have another chance to go out there. I would have another opportunity to go prove to the world what I can do. Because I know to myself, I know what I can do. But, you know, I want to prove it to everybody else as well and, you know, just continue to build on tonight. And we got 12 more games to go.
Got 2 more. Luke.
Luke Williams from the Black College Sports page. Jason, why Jackson State?
You know, I wanted to win my last year, and I wanted the opportunity to play, and that was one thing that they told me that I would have. And I just wanted to come here and make the most of the opportunity and come here and ultimately compete for a championship. That's what Jackson State does.
But was there anything special about Jackson State, its recent history, or anything like that factored into that?
I mean, what drew me in was the coaches. You know, as soon as I got here, on my official visit. I believe it was January 6th. They welcomed me in, and I felt like I was on the team the day I got there. I knew a couple people on the team already previously as well. Just having those conversations with them, I felt like this would be just a perfect spot for me to end my career.
Last one.
Jason Smith with HBC Legends. This is a question for both players. Obviously, one concern with having so many talented receivers is there's only one ball per play. But Jason and Duke, how do you think the offense has just managed, to beat everybody? Because I think 5, 6 different receivers got a touch today, on the offense.
We don't admit it.
Man, like I said, Coach Harris makes it really easy on us. And I have a lot of playmakers around me. I got Duke, Rico, Fabo. You saw Dre take off today when he caught that one. I got DJ, Jency, Irv out the backfield, JD out the backfield. I got a bunch of guys out there to make plays. And in our offense, there's a lot of different ways to get a bunch of different people the ball. And if I just go through the correct read and get them the ball, they're gonna make plays. And you guys saw that tonight.
What about you, Duke? Obviously.
Thank you, guys. Questions now for the head coach. Start right here. Right here. Go ahead.
Mia Berry with Anscape. Coach, a lot of roster turnover, a lot of transfers. How important was it for you and this team to come out for this game and get such a dominant win to start off the season?
I think it was very important, going against a great coach like Coach Pugh. We talk about playing a physical brand, but going forward, this is the one we wanted to come out and set the tone. A lot of turnover with the roster, but we knew we had a bunch of good players. For us, I always bring up the summer, we just tried to get the culture right, and make these guys understand, what's at stake. How many teams marked Jackson State on their calendar, on their schedule to play us. So they understood it. We saw it a while back. We could see them flying around, just hanging out. You remember not long ago, we bust up and went to the movies and hung out. These dudes really get along, and they love playing the game.
Your left.
Coach Taylor, Keisha J. Kelly, Black College Experience. During SWAC Media Day, we had the conversation about the pressure and what you were feeling prior to that. Coming in, how do you feel like the guys, not only did they win, they dominated. So you feel like the pressure was on, or once they got settled in?
No, everybody's been asking me, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm like, just, put the ball down. Just put the ball. Let me show you what we're talking about. It was a lot of people didn't think we were going to be what we were tonight. And that's what I'm more excited about, what this football team came out and showed. But it's like I told Jason walking over here, he was like, where's the championship trophy? I mean, we're going to put that on the shelf and, start getting ready for the next one. Because like now, we're not going to sneak up on nobody. I guarantee you that. You're going to have everybody that's on our schedule, they watching that film tomorrow and start getting ready for Jackson State. So we understand it, we get it, and that's what I said at Media Day. They don't know, and that's what I said tonight. Now they do know, and we're not finna stop.
Coach Charles Bishop inside the HBCU Sports Lab. One of the prevailing themes, whether it's the MEAC SWAC kickoff or the Celebration Bowl, has been the physicality of the MEAC. But talk about your offensive and defensive line play tonight. You guys really control the line of scrimmage.
Hey, first of all, Coach Mo, my offensive coordinator, Coach Bradley did a great job, preparing these guys ready to play. The defensive line, we rolled a lot of guys in there. It was a lot of guys making plays, man, on that defensive line. We knew they'd try to lean on us a little bit. Had some veteran guys on the offensive line, but, we had depth on our defensive line. And they came out and showed that, they was able to spell each other. And we rotated a bunch of guys in and out. And they went out there and made plays. We felt like they played on their side of the line of scrimmage. And then the thing that was pleasing to me as a coach, they was covering gaps, just playing disciplined football, not making a lot of mistakes. And that's what I wanted to see. On the offensive line, we wanted to run the football. Irv, JD did a great job, but, it was the big uglies up front, what I call them. I love that group up front. It's an entire new group, though, They're still learning. They hadn't even gotten close to what they're going to be. With that new group, we got quite a few transfers up there. Cam played well. Evan, the center, did a phenomenal job. All of them, Kurt, Dre. You know, it was just good to see them. And, you know, we kind of created a little bulletin board material. You know, everybody was talking about their defensive front. So I challenged them. You know, we was going to put you saw us a lot of 13, 3 tight ends in there, 2 tight ends in there, you know, just keeping them off balance. But, you know, we knew if we could win in the trenches on both sides of the ball, we were going to be very successful tonight.
In the back.
Coach Joe Cook, W16 APT, up here in the back. Joe Cook, 16 WAPT, here in the back, Coach. One thing I noticed, you guys were up 37-0. You guys were trying to punch it in for a touchdown. You were talking to your offensive line and your offense. You were very animated. Tell me about establishing the standard in game one, because it seems like that's what you were trying to do. Like, hey, we're about touchdowns, not field goals here. Just talk about how you just, you know, in game mode.
Talking about in that second half right there?
Yeah.
No, the problem I had with that was finishing with class, and that's what I told them. You know, kind of got chippy out there, and that's what you know, anytime you get this kind of platform, you know, America's watching, so you want to do it the right way, and that's what I was basically telling them. Let's finish it the right way. Don't be seen doing nothing crazy. You know, that's what made me get on them. JoJo, that's my guy, one of the old linemen, and Deontay, who had a good game as well. But they just, you know, retaliated. You know, that's what I told them. You know, we can't get caught in those moments. We got to get everybody ready for next week. I didn't want to lose anybody. You know, I wanted everybody to be able to participate on next week. But that's what it was. But also, too, we got to be better in the red zone. You know, we got down there quite a few times. We got to get more touchdowns. I think my guy, Gerardo, a.k.a. G-Baby, our field goal kicker, did a great job tonight, you know, getting those points. But that's what it was, you know, talking to them about finishing with class. As well on the defensive side, we had a knucklehead play with Tim, you know, and I got on him pretty good. He intercepts the ball. And it's crazy what he told me when he ran down there and took the defense with him. He said, I thought we could do that. So I put that on me. I said, okay, Tim, I'm going to take that blame right there. But so next time you do it, it's going to be a problem. You know, so, but, you know, we just got to continue to get better.
Good evening, Coach Taylor. This is Michael Jefferson with Block Sports. Congratulations. Now Jackson State is 1-3 as opposed to being 0-3. But during the media day, we actually talked about what the MEAC and how they felt about the SWAC conference itself. Do you finally think, with you bringing back that level of physicality back to Jackson State when you played, did that make a difference? And I'm sorry, 1-2.
First of all, let me say this. It feels good to finally get a win in Atlanta. I mean that. Chuck, you know what I'm talking about. You know, what is 2 Celebration Bowls, MEAC SWAC. Hey, it feels good to finally get one. So I'm excited about that. But that's what we talked about this football team being. You know, we want to hit people in the mouth. You know, we ain't trying to cut no corners. You know, we ain't trying to play finesse. We want to line up. We want to roll people off the ball. And you know, if you can withstand that for 3 quarters, we'll see how the 4th quarter go. You know, that's how we are, and that's what we built around, you know, and that's what we was just talking about in the trenches. We really challenged those guys in the trenches to come out and, you know, be able to do those things what you're talking about.
Stephen Gaither, HBCU Game Day. Coach, I know you're a low-key guy, but at the end of the game, you can hear the crowd, you know, chanting your name, and you got the Gatorade bath. I mean, how good does it feel for you as an alumnus of this program, someone's been a part of the success, for your first game, for it to all come together like that? It kind of had to feel like a dream a little bit.
It really, you know, what the thing that when I started hearing them say they took me back to my playing days, because I can remember that then. You know, catching touchdowns, doing some stuff, you know. I've heard it before. And it just brought that memory back, man. I'm like, wow, I cannot believe this is coming around once again. You know, I love these JSU fans, man. You know, they show up and show out. It's up to us as a football team, a coaching staff, trainers, equipment people to come out here and, you know, put our best foot forward. I was talking to one guy. He said he was going to make the trip over here. He would stop me in the grocery store. Like, Coach, I'm going to be there. It's going to cost me about $1,500 to get here. So anytime you hear that and people, you know, willing to take these kind of trips, and I'll be in Miami next week, that's going to cost me a little more. You know, you want to put out a good brand of football for these fans. But it brought, to answer your question, brought back major memories, but like I said, I want to put this one behind me and keep going. You know, I feel like this is one of many. We got to continue to, you know, build this football team. We got a long ways to go. We got to continue to recruit, you know, the staff, you know, so we got to continue to put it all together. But I'll never forget that moment again, like I said, what went on tonight, because it was going on throughout the game, and I was trying to ignore it. I'm like, hey, it's just 17-0. We got a long way to go, you know. But I'll never forget that. It was truly special.
Timona from Sheila's The Podcast. Coach, a lot of folks talk about all of the players that left, but tonight we were able to see some of the players that stayed on the team and how they were able to shine. Can you expound a little bit about some of those players like Jency Riley, Rico Powers, Evan Henry, and Julius Reynolds, and how giving them the opportunity to actually show how talented they are and what they can bring to the team?
Yeah, all those guys been around here making plays. You know, that was something that was so disappointing to me at the SWAC Media Day, you know, not to have many guys make all conference. When you know you got a Jeremiah Williams that played, he was truly dominant on the defensive line. Devontae Davis. Rico Powers did it last year. You know, he did that. Everything you saw tonight, he did that last year. You know, how do you forget that? You know, but I was glad for those guys. DJ Stevens, man, you know, he is what he is. Like I said, but yeah, it was good to see all those guys continue to be great. You know, and those are the guys I'm basically talking about when we talk about the culture. You know, they knew the standard, they knew how things was. You know, those are champions. You know, they had never lost a conference game. You know, so when we bring in so many new faces, new bodies, you know, those are the guys you kind of count on to set the standard for the football team, and they did a great job of that.
Got time for the last one, Coach.
Maceo Hurd, the Crush Sports Talk Network. A month ago when we were together, you said you didn't know what you were bringing to Atlanta because you had so many new faces.
Mm-hmm.
What's one of the biggest things you learned tonight as you guys get ready for the second week of the season?
Got a good football team. I mean, we really got a good football team. I think when we talked about that, we've seen them compete against each other, and it's just so hard to gauge it. We knew we had team speed. You know, we had a physical football team, but they were just beating each other up. You know, after tonight, we just got to keep going. These coaches got to keep coaching, because like I said, these next 2 weeks are going to be, you know, something to see. You know, you're getting ready to go down to Miami next week, and we already know what the one in Baton Rouge is going to be like. So this is going to be a tough stretch. You know, I'm thankful tonight we was able to get out of here with no injuries. Everybody came out upright, you know, but I got to get the guys to shake it off and get ready for this next one.
Thank you, Coach.